Good morning, friends. Welcome to week 2 of digital learning. Today's Monday, March 23rd, and this is what you have on your schedule for today. You need to do some reading. It's a nonfiction review, so we're going to read a nonfiction passage and answer some questions. And it will be the same format as last week. We'll have the same article. We're only having one article, one article this week. And then you'll have a couple questions each day. So this video, I'm going to read the article and go over the questions with you, so it'll all be in one video. So if you work on it a little bit throughout the week, you can just keep referring back to this one video. You don't have to go from, multiple videos. Miss Cannon's going to do a video for your math. She's also going to do a video for your science. And then I'll make a different one for your opinion essay writing that you're going to be working on all week. So just a reminder that your reading is all week long, and so is your writing. So these two assignments, you just need to work on a little bit each day, all week long. Okay? You don't have to do it all in one day. If you choose to, and you or your parents want to do that, that's totally fine. That's up to you. But today, this first video is going to be all about your reading for the week. So let's take a look at it. You have this passage. It's got the dates for the entire week up at the top. And let's take a look at what the directions are first, okay? It's a nonfiction review, and it says, as you answer this week's questions, highlight your evidence in the text. Well, that's nothing new. We do that all the time. We always try to find the answers in the text and highlight it or underline it or circle it. That way we know exactly what the answer to the questions are. And we can cite text evidence. So we can prove our answer because I highlighted in the text. I 100% am correct about my answer. That's why it's really important to do that. Even if it doesn't ask you to, it's a really smart strategy to use. Now, another strategy we talked about was reading the questions before we read the passage. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Okay? So let's take a look at all the questions for this week. So today is Monday. We're going to look at those first. So let's take a look right here. It says, before you read, look at the title and picture. What do you think you will learn about? So before you even read anything, you need to answer this question. Before you read, look at the title and the picture. Well, let's go back and look. Stories in the Stars. That's the title. And then we need to take a good look at this picture. And you need to write, what do you think this article is going to be about? What are you going to be learning about in this article? Look at the next one here. What is the main idea of the second paragraph? Main idea. Remember, main idea is what the article is mostly about. And it's specifically asking for the second paragraph. So go back to your article and let's look at it and let's number those paragraphs. Let's see. So this is paragraph 1. We're looking for those indentions. That's how we tell where the paragraph starts. This would be paragraph 2, and the last one would be paragraph 3. So, for that question right here, what is the main idea of the second paragraph? You would look right here to answer that question. Okay? Remember, main idea is whatever this paragraph is mostly about. Let's look at the next question. According to the text, what did people do a long time ago while looking at the stars? What did people do a long time ago while looking at the stars? That's the question that we need to answer. And it says according to the text, so you need to tell me what it says in here. What did people do a long time ago while looking at the stars? I need it actually from the text. And then it says determine the meaning of the word boasted. Meaning, we just need to tell what the word means. Tell me the definition in the passage here. So it's bolded for me. I see that word boasted. I'm going to have to tell what that word means. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and read the story to you, and then I will read the rest of the questions and go over them with you afterwards. But these are the questions for Monday. So as I'm reading, go ahead and try to answer some of these. Okay? That's where we're starting out. And then at the end, I'll go over the other questions with you. Okay. take a look. Just follow along with me. Use a pencil, a pen, your finger, something that will keep you on track if you need to. If not, you can use your eyes to track, but just make sure you're looking at your article along with me. It's really important that you follow along. So the title, Stories in the Stars. Long ago, in the great darkness at night, people gazed at the stars. Before electricity and lights, the stars appeared very bright and big. They also seemed so close. All over the world, people looked up at the huge lights in the sky and made up stories about the patterns they traced. Everyone saw the same stars. However, each culture saw a different picture in the sky when they connected the shiny dots. The ancient Greeks and Vikings each had their own story about the same constellation. Ancient Greeks saw a giant hunter named Orion. Orion was the son of Poseidon, the god of the sea. Orion grew up to become a mighty hunter. He carried a huge club. His dog, Sirius, hunted alongside him. Orion was a very successful hunter. Too successful. He boasted that he would hunt down every animal on Earth. Mother Earth did not want that to happen. She sent a giant scorpion to kill Orion. When he died, he and his faithful dog were put up among the stars. 3 bright stars make up Orion's belt. 3 other stars from the club 3 other stars form the club he holds. The brightest star beside Orion is his dog Sirius. The scorpion followed Orion up to the sky. It became the constellation called Scorpio. Scorpio still chases Orion across the night sky. He never catches him because the 2 constellations never appear in the sky at the same time. Vikings did not see a hunter. They saw the goddess Frigg. Frigg was the wife of Odin, the chief of the gods. She was the goddess of many things, including love, marriage, destiny, weaving, and spinning. Frigg weaved the clouds. She also weaved people's fate. That meant she decided how people's lives turned out. In Viking times, women wound wool around 2 different types of sticks to spin the wool into thread. One of these sticks was called a distaff. The other was known as a spindle. To the Vikings, the 3 stars that the Greeks thought made Orion's belt formed Frigg's distaff. They saw the 3 stars of Orion's club on Frigg's spindle. That's everything. Okay. That is the end of our article. So you might want to pause the video now, go back and answer these questions for Monday. We already discussed them. So if I were you, I would pause and go answer the questions. And then if you want to keep going and work on the other questions, that's up to you. If not, you can just come back to this video tomorrow and listen to the story again or the article again and then continue answering the questions. So if you want to pause it, go ahead and pause it right now. And if not, I'm going to go ahead and go over the questions for the rest of the week. So they're all in one video for you. Sorry, I know this makes some noise. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so if you're ready to move on for Tuesday, let's go ahead and look at the questions. Why did the author include a picture of the Orion constellation? Well, based on what we read, why did the author include a picture of the Orion constellation? I need a reason. Why do you think that the author included that picture? The next one, why do you think different cultures made up different stories about the stars? So it talked about the Greeks, and it talked about the Vikings. Why did they come up with different stories about the stars? Why didn't they come up with the same story? Why do you think these 2 different groups of people came up with different stories? According to the text, who was Orion? So it says, according to the text, who was Orion? You need to tell me exactly what it says in the text. the text says Orion was, or according to the text, Orion was who? Okay. And the next one, how did Mother Earth feel about Orion? Support your answer with evidence from the text. So you could start out that question by saying, Mother Earth felt, oopsie, and I'm going to leave it blank, about Orion. I know that you don't have a ton of space, but you can write it smaller or write it on the back. We don't care. Just this one, you need to have it in a complete sentence. Tell me, it's a two-part question. So how did she feel? And you need to support your answer with evidence. So if you wrote, Mother Earth felt blank about Orion, you could say, according to the text, it says, ... You finish it out. But this is a two-part question. Two-part question. Okay? Make sure you have two sentences there. All right. So let's look down here for Wednesday and Thursday, and then this first video will be all done. All right. For Wednesday's question, will the scorpion ever catch Orion in the sky? Explain. This is a two-part question. Yes or no, and explain. Two-part question. If you think yes, tell me why. If you think no, tell me why. I gotta have two parts there. How is the Greek story different from the Viking story? Just give me one way. One way. One way. They are different. That's it. What is one way that the Greek story and the Viking story are different? According to the text, who was Frigg? You need to do the same thing. According to the text, who was Frigg? This is a two-part question. Two-part. Frigg was, bop, bop, bop. According to the text, she was this. What? Well, that's not really. You can make that a one-parter. That's all right. Just answer the question. You guys know. You guys know what Miss Gannon and I expect. What text structure did the author use for this text? Okay, so you're going to need to think about text structures that we discussed. Let me pause it 1 second. Okay, so I wanted to pull up this little anchor chart for you to remind you about text structures. We went over this before we left. It was one of the last things that we learned about before we left for the break. So informational text structures, how did the author set this up? Was it a description, compare and contrast, order and sequence, problem and solution, or cause and effect? I'm not going to go over each one because I'm going to run out of time on this video and I want to finish out the questions. But if you need to pause it and go over this should jog your memory about all the text structures. So if you need to, go back and look at that chart, pause it and reread it, and then you're going to tell me what text structure did the author use for his text, or for this text. All right, and then the last one for Thursday, it says, write a short summary about this text. Short summary is just, you just need a couple sentences, guys. Maybe a full paragraph if you can fit it in there. But if you can't, I want 3 to 5 sentences. Just tell me what was this text about? Write a short summary about what this text was about. Okay? All right, that's going to be it for this video. If you are unsure of anything, just message me. Let me know. I can give you a call or send you a message and help you out. If not, good luck. And this is your video for the entire week for reading. So just keep referring back to this video. And like I said, if you need anything at all or are unsure of what to do, just give me, message me and I will help you out. Good luck, guys.